Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's video. So we are going to be installing some taillights on the Dodge. In the meantime, I got to finish up this side. So before we get to the taillight install, I'm going to show you this in a minute, but I need to finish painting up this side. This is the next area that I've been working on. As you can see, filling in a lot more dents. I missed some solid stuff on the other side because one of my mistakes is I didn't mark anything until after I sanded. Well, it's glossy, you can see a lot more. So I went ahead and marked them, and I'm pretty sure I got everything. Now, what I'm going to be working on here, these are my old taillights. As you can see, they're kind of beat up, like got some cracks, another crack, and they just look overall pretty poor. This one's a little bit cleaner, but I mean, still kind of beat up. This is after, by the way, of what it looks like when I'm done. This is kind of a budget restoration on the Dodge. Tailgate right here is probably gonna get repainted. Did this, this was my first piece I did, and I messed up on the paint. You can see there's a lot of like stripes in here. And I also freaking nailed it with a tire when I was moving some stuff in and out. So I'm gonna repaint this as well, just because I have a new method that's working a lot better. I was using a one-stage paint, so it's a gloss white and clear. And what's happening is it actually comes out a lot thinner because it's clear in there. So I've been using a flat white base and then putting this on, and it's been working out great. So that's kind of what we got tasked with to do today. And let me go ahead and show you guys those lights, and then we'll go ahead and continue working on this side. These are the tail lights I went with, and they're about 130 bucks. You can get a new set of OEMs for about 30 bucks, but I really wanted something a little nicer, and these will fit the bill just perfectly. I went ahead and went with the smoked lens. They come in clear lens, and I believe a red one. I don't really like the red because the whole theme of the truck is white and black. Little chrome in there. The clear, I feel like this white C right here that you can kind of see, sticks out way too much, and I kind of want the light to complement the truck. I don't want it to be like a standout feature of the truck, if that makes sense. On the back side, once again, these are like literally brand new, just got them in. I guess it comes with something like this. I'll have to figure out. It looks like this just plugs into the OEM light, which is kind of cool. So there it is. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up that finish up the bedside and everything, and then we're going to install these, and it should look pretty sick. I'm pretty excited. So this right here is the passenger side fender. The area that needed repair, the whole thing needed to get repainted, but the area that needed repair in particular was this whole area right here. Believe it or not, was actually totally cracked. There was a crack that ran all the way around here, and this piece was literally broken off. There's a piece of missing plastic that I used fiberglass for in here. There's a crack along here, and you can see on the back side, that's what had to get done. So I think it came out pretty well. In the normal actual sunlight, you can see there's some discrepancy in there, but I mean, this kind of lighting, it literally looks perfect. So pretty happy with that. Okay, so to remove these tail lights is actually pretty simple. It's just a T25 Torx bit. There's two of them right here and right here. I'm gonna pop those out real quick, and I'll go ahead and pop those out. So now they are free. You can just take the whole tail light, and you're just gonna pull it forward. Okay, there we go. Now she's out. Thing is a real turd. But all it has is two clips right there, and these slide into there, and it's just a press fit pretty much. So, old one's out. Oop, pop out one bulb. Pop out our other bulb. And that's that. We'll tuck these away for now because I'm about to get painting. This needed to come out anyway, and there's our old tail light. So that's it, pretty simple. New one, we're just gonna pop in pretty much the same way. So my next task, I gotta go ahead and tape this whole side up, and then we're gonna get to painting. So hope you're ready, but that's what's gonna happen next. If you're just solely for the tail light install, go ahead and skip. So for anyone wondering, if you haven't been following, this is stuff I'm using for base coat, just a 2x cover paint primer. Has really good coverage, which is the reason I'm using it. And it actually matches the factory paint pretty decently. Not that it matters, most of this is getting painted over anyway. But my plan is to just, what I did on the other side, just paint from here to about here. Maybe hit some of these spots, but nothing crazy. No need to worry about that because the fender covers it. So as long as there's no rust, I don't really care about it. So we're gonna go ahead and paint this whole section, Probably do about 2 or 3 coats just to make sure everything's really solid. Then we'll start working on the gloss white finish. And then in order to get a nice gloss to it, after wait a couple days, let it dry, and hit it with a wet sand and polisher. And it comes out, well, it comes out just like this side did, which is not too bad. So that's what we're working on here, and kind of a sneak peek once again. Should come out pretty dang well. In the meantime, I'm gonna start working on this tailgate, and yeah, you guys don't need to worry about that. Something else I'll be doing. So let's go and start painting. The matte white, so everything's looking real clean now. Too bad I can't leave it matte. I would love to, but matte does not clean well whatsoever. So once it gets dirty, it stays dirty. So that's why we're putting down a gloss coat over top. Pretty much got everything though. I don't see any stuff showing through. And I had to hit a couple areas a couple times. Had to revisit some of this area. But so far, so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the next coat of, we're gonna do this right here. It's just a single stage white clear. Well, I've been using everything else. Let's go knock it out. Go ahead and pop this fender back on. I just want to show you the backside real quick in a little bit better lighting. So this is where our crack was. This entire piece was missing, or gone, rather, broken off. This chunk is literally rebuilt with fiberglass because that was missing. And then more fiberglass there. I did the same thing on the other side, just covered by paint and everything. I also had 2 cracks, one here and one here, that I've reinforced in the back with some fiberglass. That's what I should have done on the other fender when I was tatted off. I may have to revisit it in the future, but definitely very strong. Doesn't seem to be any issues. I'm pretty sure this thing came from another truck. Just looking at where it says stuff like that, I'm guessing it probably came out of a junkyard, so who knows where the OG fender is. Doesn't matter though. This one's ready to go on. Well, she's just about back together. I'm working on that particular marker light. When I pulled this thing off, I broke it because I'm stupid. Totally forgot I had wired that one up differently. The rest of them were just heat wrap and just the wires stuck together. The one on this side though, I heat wrapped it and wrapped all the wires. They're soldered now, but tore one out. So that's where that one is, but it'll get there. So now for the big fun part of the video, let's go ahead and get these taillights installed. So these are the old ones. As you can see, they've clearly seen better days. Pretty beat. I did repaint this one just to see if maybe I could revive it a little bit. That was a while ago. It worked a little bit, but yeah, they're pretty shot. So these are the new ones. All we got to do is basically pop them in, and then it comes with that little thing, right? That little guy right there. So we got to figure out a place to mount that, and let's go knock this out real quick. Should be pretty easy. now installed and I'm loving it. So this is the side that's done. We have our, pretty much she is just about done bodywork wise on this side. As you can see, I have my LEDs right there. I actually have to pop these off because there's some moisture in them and figure out what's going on, but LED cab lights are now done. LEDs on the side. I really love the bar. That's what I was going for. I wanted a straight bar across, nothing, not like the individuals. Rear running lights. Finally got these. These have been missing since I bought the truck, and finally decided to pop them, or buy a set and pop them on. And there we go. So let me know what you guys think. Everything will be linked down in the description below if you're curious about this. But I'm really happy with how this thing came out. We gotta go and wet sand the tailgate now. And same thing with this whole side and get it looking good. But I am very happy with how this came out. So definitely looking real good, real good. I'm gonna ahead and throw on the hazards just so you guys can see what it looks like, and that's pretty much it. So nothing wild, but looking real good. Loving it. She's cleaning up. We still got to get a new bumper because this thing is dented and beat up. But I think once we get a new bumper and recenter those two bottom lights, because I like them there, they look great. I just don't like how they're like cockeyed and not quite centered to each other, which is really frustrating. So once we get a new bumper on here, I think the rear end will pretty much be done. Looking great though, looking great. All right guys, so we made a bunch of progress on the truck today. Let me know what you guys think. These videos are kind of spaced out. I usually post twice a week. I'm posting basically once a week right now. I'm back at work. I don't have time to really dedicate to both vehicles right now. I'm really trying to knock out the truck, so that's what's been going on. This stuff is really time consuming, and definitely making some progress though. So let me know what you guys think though. I really think that this is looking real clean on the rear end. I'm loving it. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next video.